When you in prison, I went to prison for armed robbery, right? And I was in jail a few times, quite a few times before that, right? When you in prison 23 hours a day and you in your cell 23 hours a day, I mean, it's a very difficult thing to go through, not just physically, but mentally. Mentally, you got to be extremely strong. When you sit in a cell no bigger than a bathroom, and I don't care how much screaming, how much crying you do, they're not going to let you out, right? And so you gotta have a mindset that if you want to commit a crime, be prepared to pay those kind of consequences, because a lot of young boys and a lot of men on the street who commit these crimes, they might be strong physically, they might be able to knock somebody out, but when it comes to being strong mentally, and when they put your behind in that cell, when they put your behind in that cell, and you can't leave, and there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say, you can, I mean, in a cell so small you can barely move, right? Then we're gonna see how tough you really are, because it's not just about being tough physically in prison, it's about being tough mentally as well. Now I'm gonna tell you a real quick story about my son who just went to jails, right? Not just recently, but he went to jail before. And this was just a local city jail. He come now. This is a son who never listens to me. I try to tell him how to, don't do this, don't do that, and he would never listen to me. So he ended up in jail, right? And so he calls me crying, literally crying. Dad, I'm sorry. You're right. I can't do it. I can't sit in this cell. It's too hard. So he ended up having to go to the. They had to take him to the hospital from the jail because he was convulsing there, because he could not handle being isolated in that cell. If you're a person who has claustrophobia, don't commit no crimes. If you're a person who cannot stand small places, do not commit any crimes, because they're going to lock your ass up, excuse my language, and they're not going to let you out. They took him to the emergency and brought his behind right back to the cell. So if you consider committing any kind of crimes, don't do it. It's not even worth it, man. Take it from me. I've been there. I've done that. Even been down to solitary confinement. It's a very, very difficult thing to accept when they slam that door and tell you you cannot get out. You don't want to live that life. If you live in a life of crime and you think that, oh, I can just go to prison, go to jail, and do that time, you're going to do it. I saw guys jumping off of the cell, the tiers, killing themselves because they was getting basketball time. You talking about 50, 60 years. Don't nobody want to do all that time in a prison cell like that. So if you that kind of person that's doing wrong, straighten your life up, move along, get you a job, because you don't want to live that life.